Hello everybody and welcome back to Victoria to the Supernations mod, the North American Union. I did go ahead and start running around through the mod a little bit, and I made it so that this event can appear for North American Union, and of course, as soon as I loaded back into the game, it popped up. So, liberty enlightening the world. So, of course, keep ancient lands, your storied pomp, cries she with silent lips. Give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses yearning to breathe free. So the people of France have presented to the American people a spectacular gift, an enormous copper statue, 151 feet tall, depicting a woman carrying a torch, representing the name Liberty Enlightening the World. The design has been carried out by one Frederick Auguste Bartholdi, and a place has been set aside for the statue on an island in the New York Harbor. The statue will henceforth be known as the Statue of Liberty. New York Harbor, my friends, wrong place. New York Harbor, over here. I'm actually kind of looking like if Victoria 3 kind of delves into like little which I'm assuming they will, the little statues that can pop up. That'd be cool. We gain some prestige, obviously relations with France, some immigrant assimilation attraction, all the good stuff. So there we go. Currently we can't see our immigration because it's not 30 days on our pass yet. And so that's that. I did go ahead and recruit a bunch of soldiers between last video and this video, so I can get that taken out of the way. Oh, we can't build battleships now. So let's get at least 4, maybe some cruisers. So 8 of those. It's gonna be a little bit expensive. We're already paying like 1,000 or so for our navy, but it's only at half capacity. We're only paying 500 at the moment. Let's go ahead and increase our opinion over here in Spanish Peru. Well, that might be, well, we'll see. Get them on our sphere, but we're probably going to have the Spanish-American War fire sometime soon. Maybe this episode, probably next episode. We'll be focusing on the Spanish-American War. Caribbean Islands Colonial Incorporation. For any province that is not a West Indies Federation core, West Indies Federation will gain all as core. Just for Bermuda, right? Or wait, Bahamas? Yeah, Bermuda. And Bahamas. Liberals declare victory. Okay, so Republican Party won the war. I don't know who that nation is. Okay, so interesting. The West Indies Federation looks like it grabbed pretty much all the islands as cores. It's not going to do anything because we're not going to actually release them at all. But that is a thing that is there. Okay, so I was going to do something, but I forgot. The Heart of Darkness. Okay, so we got this darn event again. I don't see why anybody would even choose the first event considering things, but okay. 1890 is right around the corner. Our colonial power is 3,500, meaning we should be able to get pretty much any colony we desire. We should have much of any issues. I'm gonna ignore that because we're not gonna keep that province. At least we're not likely to. So, but I'm gonna keep building up some of these level 5 naval bases on the East Coast. And we can't really build any more. Unless we want to go for some... Oh, not level 4. I meant level 4 naval base, not level 5. Oh, we're actually losing money. What can we do as far as money goes? So increase taxes slightly. Maybe on the rich slightly. We have a lot more capitalists, meaning that we're actually getting a lot more money from taxing the rich. Middle class. First minister appointed, so political awareness, diplo points. Oh, that's diplo points. Okay, that's good. That's fine. Fine by me. Belgium, we're not going to be your ally. I'm sorry. Okay, so what kind of fleets should we focus on? We're already getting these big fleets coming together. We have this fleet over here in the Pacific, which we could just rename the Pacific Fleet. Now we have the Pacific Fleet over here. First fleet and this fleet. So we have more monitors that were made. Let's get these guys. Well, these guys are technically part. Or we do like a West Coast fleet. Maybe. So West Coast or Western. Let's do fleet of the Western Seaboard. That's too long. Western Seaboard Fleet. There we go. Now we have a fleet for the Western Seaboard and maybe let's do this. Eastern Seaboard Fleet. So now we have 2 fleets. I'm gonna make Monterey the rally. Yeah, so it's already a rallying point apparently. So pretty much any recruitment that goes on the West Coast should go to Monterey, and the rest on the East Coast should go to what is this? Baltimore. So that's fine with me. We can build some monitors. We have a lot of naval bases that can do that. So let's get some more monitors built, and that should be fine. And then we can focus a little bit more on developing the West Coast naval bases. Would also be great. I think right now they are what level? Probably, no, that's 2. 3, 3, 3. Okay, so it's mostly fine. Peru, we can go to influence once again. So add to sphere. Peru is now in our sphere. And I think that's about all of South America out except for the Empire of Brazil, which is banned until the 26th of August. So we can go ahead and actually focus a little bit on some of these countries here. And as soon as the 26th of August rolls around, we're going to focus heavily on Brazil. I think we get less in Brazil because of foreign investment. So we can go ahead and try investing, except we can't because we have too much going on as far as maintenance goes. Military spending is, well, that was fine. Perhaps raise tariffs slightly too. We see some income. Why are they being conquered? Oh. Looky here. Looks like they're taking... Okay, well, they took most of Africa. In our scenario, we're just going to take this part of Africa, looks like. That is fine by me, I suppose. A little unfortunate. But Liberia is going to obviously be our powerhouse here in Africa. They have 68 brigades. And I think they have 14 out of 30 mil tech, which isn't that bad considering things. It's only a little bit behind. But there definitely are sort of main people there in Africa. Yeah, let's keep that. So we can lower our maintenance even more. We're not even at war at all. Yeah, let's get some money going. This army should not be just chilling there in the mountains. That's not a good idea. Okay, chill there. And let's see what else. We could go ahead and focus a little bit more on our navy now, or investment things. Seeing that extra tax, because we get 4,000 from taxes, about 2,500 from tariffs, which is basically for our industry, I believe. Plus an extra cost on imported goods. Yeah, negative proceeds can help subsidize imports for another nation. We don't want to import stuff. We want to, produce it then domestically, right? Let's go ahead and get investment banks then. I like the idea of getting that tax efficiency. Though these two would also be fairly good for us as well. This army should be mostly fine. I don't think it's really recovering much. It is a little bit, but not much. Safe working subsidies. Okay, I guess we're going for subsidies now, guys. British Patriots. There are Patriots for Britain? Who wants to join Britain? That's ridiculous. Austria-Hungary, I'm sorry, but you are You need to collapse more. You are not in a good spot. Germany's doing great, though. Look at that, Germany. All nice and historically accurate. Slovakia, international crisis. Oh, they were at war with Turkey, right? I guess they did. Montenegro got this little bit back. And Turkey, well, they are over here and sort of in Africa a little bit. Libya, of course, that's Tripoli. Okay, I guess Libya's not a thing yet. I'm sorry, Austria, but you are... Could I? I want to, but I don't at the same time. Oh, well, there we go. Switzerland. Got it. It's Swiss. So Slovakia is a country now. Bohemia, Moravia, they're their own country, but their name is too long for it to pop up on that. Yes. And these are satellite nations. The Austria's just getting weaker and weaker. Aeroplanes. Wait, can we actually produce aeroplanes now? We can't build anything, and in fact, we're probably not going to be able to build anything the entire game. We have to kind of rely on our capitalists to do stuff like that. Oh, we just got expelled. I forgot. Oh, we got expelled. Not banned. Let's take this all out. And what is it like? So, other national investors. So, of course, the way to fix that is to, well, invest in their country. Let's go to invest in Brazil and see if we can get that number down. Now it's at 9%. That's good for us. In fact, we have a lot more money than I thought. We can invest in naval bases, too. And it's almost 1890. Our colonial power is also pretty high because we have a large fleet. How's it now? 5%? That's probably fine. We're getting 0.856. All we need to do is keep our relations going up with Brazil, and we should be fine. I'm more worried here about colonial. Actually, we have reached over literally all of Asia that we could want, so we're actually fine here as far as colonizing the Pacific. That's level 4. How about Hawaii? You are level 3. Let's go ahead and expand you. And like I said before, let's go ahead and expand our naval bases on the west coast. So we can build some higher-end vessels over here. Can't build anything else except maybe over here in Durango. So that's fine by me. And a Russian Empire wants military access. Why? What's going on over here? So Austro-Hungarian, Galatian, War of Imperial, blah, blah, blah. So Austria-Hungary wants to take back Galicia-Lodomeria, but they're probably going to lose because they actually have 72 brigades. That's impressive, considering things. But I don't know if France is going to be able to get there because I doubt they have good relations with Italy, and I doubt they have good relations with Germany, and maybe Switzerland would let them. Otherwise, they would be in a very bad position. Actually, I would totally give you military access. That's my bad. Second Russian Restoration orders to Polish. Okay, so they're at war with Germany as well. So never mind. Russia's kind of screwed there. How is our military? Right, I forgot we were building a ton of troops here. I think. Like 2, apparently. We could go ahead and... No, we can't. Not right there. But we can over here in Rostow. Where were those units, actually? Were they over here? Oh, in Lagos. Oh, we can build a naval base right there. That's a good idea. And we also have all these islands out here in the Atlantic that we could also build. And that would help, too. Which, in case, we actually have a fairly extensive naval range. Not here in the Indian Ocean, but we do over here. Wait. Oh, most of these were colonized already, it looks like. But we can take these, hopefully. Take Marcus, of course. And, of course, we'll be taking a lot of these islands once the Spanish-American War breaks out. Which, just as a preamble, I did fix that. So it does work for the NAU. That's all in the game, so no worries there. It's more the smaller stuff. I'm like, oh, I totally forgot to do that. Investment banks is done. We have a lot more... Ooh, some of these decks are decent. But let's focus here. So I think in Steel Railroad would be good. And railroads are also super nice because whether you knew this or not, railroads actually, I don't think it even says it, does it? It speeds up the amount of time it takes for a mobilized unit to appear from that province. Railroads also, troop movement cost, obviously, RGO output, that's a huge thing. Factory throughput, also pretty huge. You know, now that I'm looking at it, why am I not going for railroads? That's like a massive thing. Cambodia free trade. Free trade is free trade. Yes, give us the free trade. We're all about free trade because we're the United States, right? So I don't even think our trade policy is free trade. Whose is it? Who is free trade here? Politics, right? Free trade is capitalized. Oh, no, wait. Free trade by the Democrats. Free trade Southern Democrats, Radical Party is free trade. But we are protectionism. Protectionism. That makes sense, actually. That's the... what? Kind of fits the bill of the modern... Ooh, remove them from spear. Did they give up? Haha. We got it, boys. We got it. Brazil is ours. They are actually almost a great power. Will it become a great power, though? We say almost, but they're pretty far away still. Johnstown. Poor Johnstown. Let's go to invest our naval bases once again, as we have a little bit more money to splurge. And of course, we want to still keep going for some of these higher naval bases on the west coast. If we can. Hawaii is fine. Here in New Zealand would also be great. And how about Wake? I know we've been starting over there in Wake, and then some of these colonies out here. I didn't even think about Vietnam. Hue, let's go get you. These are all a little bit lower end naval bases, but they're still going to be worthwhile for us at the very least. We'll take all of them. It might be nice to actually build out some forts out here in Asia, because those are not going to be as easily defendable as we are on the continental North America. Let's go ahead and split this army. There should be enough. There is not enough. But they're getting interest, so we probably should split it anyways. 1, 2, 3, 4. And just put some of the Dragoons over there once we get them. Yeah, I'll take the RGO throughput. Looks like just the armies are producing... Yeah, the Dragoons are pretty much always last, it looks like. Plus, we do have them appearing on our islands. Not these guys, because those are already there. These actually need more troops, don't they? How do we build units here? Puerto Rico can. So we can build another infantry unit. I don't actually go to province level and do it. So it's interesting being able to do that. Let's go ahead and get another infantry here in Cuba. But all the other areas are totally fine. So more reforms, safe working conditions, it looks like. Does increase factory costs, but everyday needs goes down, which is awesome. By another 2.5%, and factory maintenance, it does go up. I don't think that's a good thing, is it? Clerks are pretty great. Hispaniola has a lot of clerks. Where's Hispaniola? H, right here. Craftsmen. We're encouraging craftsmen, not clerks. That makes sense. And making the money is a good thing, especially because we're going to keep encouraging different factories. We're making already about 7 or 8. Oh, there we go. Dark Continent. Obviously, we're going to do Western Africa. We can't go... Ooh, we can go down here. Is that ugly? What do you mean no naval fleet is close enough? I hate it when it does that. It says it's green. And it's totally close enough. But obviously it doesn't work. Here we can go here though. Alright, so, and then we can go for the Bonin Islands. Go for all of them. And Easter Island. It's about it seems like. There's a lot of these islands that we don't have. France has them. Maybe we'll take it from them in the future. Maybe we won't. So add to sphere. So Brazil's now part of our sphere. If you look at the South America screen here, every single one of these countries is now in our sphere. If you look over here, they are in our sphere. Mahan's plan. Fantastic. So Mahan, or Mahan, this is part of the mod as well, suggests 3 strategies that would assist the United States in both constructing and maintaining an empire. First, noting the sad state of the US Navy, he called for the government to build a stronger, more powerful version. Second, he suggested establishing a network of naval bases to fuel his expanding fleet. Seward's previous acquisition of the Midway Islands served this purpose by providing an essential naval coaling station, which was vital as a limited reach of steamships and their dependence on coal-made naval coaling stations imperative for increasing the Navy's geographic reach. So Mahan, basically, history lesson, he proposed the United States to, of course, increase their Navy, which is why this specific event means that to pick the decision that correlates with this event, you have to have 160 ships. But he basically pioneered the idea of getting an interoceanic canal here in Panama for the United States, as well as establishing control over a lot of these islands here in the Pacific. So the United States Navy could actually get to, say, Asia for a lot of trade. And so he was the one that kind of pioneered a lot of the ideas there. And he was very influential in having and shaping the foreign policy of the United States in that period of time. So of course proposals merit. We can't do it yet, I don't think, because we need 160 ships, and of course we get a lot of these islands per his request. How many ships do we have? Can we see that number? Is there any way to see that? We can see over here at least. We're pretty close. In fact, I'm thinking we're just going to go ahead and beef up these numbers a little bit with a lot of steamships. Yeah, do that. And that 60 should definitely get us over to where we want to be. We've already finished the Panama Canal, so of course that doesn't really affect it. But yeah. We should be getting close. 1891. Oh no, Germany's speeding ahead as far as the industry goes. Good for them. We're number 1 in military and number 1 in prestige. That's pretty good for us. We sort of really need to focus on our industry. So we're going to go ahead and keep focusing on those industrial techs and stuff. Request military access from the UK. You're at war with Benin and Denmark. Oh, right, because they have this. But we can't go to war because we're not European. It's a European thing. Those darn Europeans. If we were to lower relations with these guys, for example, so... Oh, we can't have it go any lower. We can't even do anything here. Nothing. I would like to take these guys out, but chances are we're probably going to have to go to war with the Europeans to iron out the boundaries here in Africa. So railroad max level has been completed. That is great for us. Combustion engine is going to be really good as well. Machine parts is super nice, as well as the farming output. We're going to make a lot more money there. Population's already 80 million, 82 million. That's fine. Intermarriage, yeah, sure. These events is kind of, I might kind of get rid of some of the events because, like, they don't impact the game at all, and all they're doing is just kind of spamming things, which I'm sure nobody likes. Let's see. We're going to keep expanding, obviously, the naval bases. And, okay, here we go. So we're going to go ahead and invest in there because they are competing with us. Northern New Guinea, of course, they are all competing with us as well. There's a four-way streak here. Well, we are by far ahead of all of them when it comes to the colonies. I think that should be fine. Is this Iwo Jima? Where's Iwo Jima? Is that closer? No. Saipan. Guam. We want Guam. Okay, so we can invest here. Oh, now we can go here. Why is it not letting us invest? No naval base close enough? Why is it doing that? I mean, clearly we should have a naval base close enough. Right? If I lose this colony because of this, I'd be so peeved. Probably can't invest into it until the British do. I've had that issue before with some of these areas. Not sure what causes it. Here we are fine. We're gonna have to keep an eye out on this though now because it's just going to kind of block our ability to see everything else. And so, of course, here was first, so I'm gonna have to keep an eye out on the date. So July 4th is about when we're gonna need to try investing again. Great, that's good for us. Now it's July 4th, so let's go ahead and invest in all these areas once more. That's not working, but this works. Oh, now it's working. Weird. And General Walker has died. Great revolutionary, apparently. He won the filibuster wars for us, so good job, man. Good job. You can be an official icon of the great Grand American Army. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have many armies being built here in the Americas. We are definitely going to have a very large land-based army and navy. That's because I need a Pittsfield, and this here looks like they're not large enough. I see a Dragoon coming there on the bottom left. So we can go and grab that Dragoon in the process here. So get the 4 and send you to Fredericksburg, and you go down there as well. How much? Soldiers is 3.6% of our population, which is actually really good. To the point where I don't think it's really necessary to even invest in soldiers with our national focuses, because it's kind of limited there. I'm going to have to kind of turn off the army view. Look at all those steam transports. And I'll turn that on as well. We have a ton of armies here. 4, 2, do we have a Dragoon? I don't think so. Well, now apparently we have a lot of Asian troops. Vietnamese soldiers. Yeah, we'll send you back down to that army as well. Actually a pretty balanced army. Actually, I don't know if I planned that or not. I may have. Invest in our colonies. Of course. Let's invest. Create protectorate here. And jump in here and here. We might actually lose out on this area because we aren't going to be quick enough. Of course, invest in this colony if it lets us. It is not letting us. Oh, there it goes. Now it's letting us. That's weird. Ooh. Everyone had to leave except Japan. Japan's apparently managing. Not very well, I suppose. So Easter Island is done. So create Protectorate. And we're going to build a naval base on Easter Island itself. And here in the Bonin Islands, which is here on Marcus. Let's go ahead and take that and build a naval base on Marcus as well. I don't know if this was Iwo Jima or not, because I don't see Iwo Jima. And it's possible that Marcus was. And I just took Japanese, or Japan's, Iwo Jima. Oh, now they're trying to take us for it. Empire Brazil, of course, going to take that alliance. Let's see Mahan's plan. Of course, we're going to take it. So gain core on the Marshall Islands, gain core, Marshall Islands. So we gain Samoa, Tonga, and the Marshall Islands, all per the glorious Mahan himself. And where is it? So we got Samoa here. We'll be honest, we may have just taken that from some of these other European powers. But such is history. Tongareva. It's not really a ton. I got the Line Islands down here. Lots of different islands. And our goal is going to be, of course, taking out the Dutch here. It's 5.5 infamy to do so. So wait for it to tick down. Take this. So that's 10 or 11. This is going to be 16.5. There's a lot of infamy to be had here if we want to take all of Indonesia. But there's a lot of oil there. You know how much we love oil here in America. Call ally. For what purpose? Who are you at war with? Germany. So you're allied with Portugal, Poland, Bohemia, Moravia. 101, 87. We could send a fleet over. We have 25, so we can send some armies. Should we? Probably. In fact, we're going to end this episode here. So anyways, thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye. As always, please leave a like down below and consider subscribing if you would like to see more content just like this, more frequent uploads. If you have any suggestions, go ahead and leave a comment down below, and I'll see you guys next time.